Hello and welcome to your messages for the full moon lunar eclipse in the sign of Pisces. This is happening around 4 degrees, close to 5 degrees, let's call it 5 degrees of the sign of Pisces. The moon is sitting snuggled right up to the north node, which is just over the Pisces line into the sign of Aquarius. We have Mercury, the south node, which are sitting snuggled up on both sides of the sun. So this full moon, my expectations for this full moon solar eclipse, well, first and foremost, I do expect the unexpected, because that's just the way it is when it comes to eclipse energy. Eclipse energy is a wild card, so it's kind of like expect the unexpected. There are a lot of things happening leading up to this full moon. I do believe this is the breaking free of that intense energy that's building up on the way to this full moon. I'm also feeling that this full moon, part of the shifts and changes and the out of nowhere, expect the unexpected energy that is coming through. I feel like there will be groundbreaking news, information, some sort of conversation. Mercury's in the mix here, so it is like bringing facts, bringing clarity, bringing truth uh, to situations that typically have been done in the dark or have been hidden, that sort of energy. We are talking about the moon, and I'm feeling this is all very powerful because of how close it is sitting to that south node and the north node, right? The moon is illuminating the north node, like the way forward, that sort of energy. And the sun is sitting right there with the south node saying, I'm going to illuminate things that need to be released, that need to be surrendered, that need to be let go because they're not for your greater good. So this is the energy we are going to be feeling. I do expect that it's going to be quite intense, but it feels like a powerful liberation, right? The truth shall set you free, and from that space of truth, transparency, and clarity, you can make informed choices and decisions, and to use your free will to direct your life, your future, um, into a more positive direction, releasing any of the things that need to be let go. There's no doubt that I am feeling this full moon is really going to force truth and clarity upon all of us, right? Whether we like it or not, whatever has been, false pretense or illusions we have been living under. This is that period where you can really see these things brought to the light, exposed, and able to transform that energy in order to move forward. I hope these messages serve you well. Let's get into your reading. Hello, Gemini, and welcome to your reading for the full moon lunar eclipse in the sign of Pisces. Quite the intensity going on with this energy. So, we do have a square between Saturn and I believe Mars leading up to this full moon. I feel like at the full moon itself, it will be that breaking point of that energy where it can just be dismantled and um, dissipate that energy out. So big, huge shifts and changes coming through during this eclipse season. All eclipse season has something pretty intense, but I feel there's something very significant with this specific eclipse energy as a result of the node switching signs, and a lot of other activity in the cosmos that is taking place all at the same time. You had two energies want to show up. A new romantic cycle begins, and hold your vision. So we have a fixed moon and a new moon in Libra. I do feel at this point there is something that's really stabilizing and changing. I'm feeling with all of this. A fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. There's that Mars energy showing right up in your reading. So again, I do feel drawn towards the lead up to this full moon lunar eclipse, where there can be a lot of intensity, there can be a lot of fiery exchanges, There can, just be mindful. Don't lose, control of your temper, your anger, your aggravation at this time. Really hold the vision of what you desire. Stay in that high vibrational frequency. Allow the balance to be restored. We did see that Libra energy behind that also. So I do feel like the scales are being balanced in some way, shape, or form. Let's see what messages want to come through. This is for the sign of Gemini for the full moon lunar eclipse in the sign of Pisces. So let's see what energies want to show up for the sign of Gemini. What messages for Gemini? What messages? Ooh, wow. Talk about romance, and we have the Knight of Cups that is popping right up and right out for you. So this could be a new offer, something coming in. It does have the cup associated with this, so I do feel like this is in regards to feelings, relationships, emotions. The full moon is in the sign of Pisces, so that is a water sign as well. So that can be why you see this energy right here, where emotions are running high. So I do see the Four of Pentacles showing up next with the Queen of Wands on the bottom of the deck. I'm kind of feeling there's been a block. There's been some sort of block or restriction. You see this person's got this pentacle covering their heart. It can be in regards to a situation where, things on the physical realm have taken precedent or priority over things on the spiritual realm, water, energy, right? Emotions, that sort of thing. I feel like there's a turning of the tide. I want to see what's underneath this Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is balancing the scales. There's that Libra energy. There's where that, out of nowhere, this pentacle comes down to be put on top of the scale to bring balance to a situation. So I do feel like there will be something balancing out. I feel I feel it's a pretty significant thing. I kind of want to bite my tongue when I'm getting ready to say something, so I'm just going to keep moving. Obviously, I wasn't meant to say it. I wouldn't be thinking I have to bite my tongue, not say anything. But I do feel like something that's been blocked is being liberated. It's being like you're being liberated from a situation that has had you blocked, right? Blocked from moving forward, blocked from having reciprocating energy, blocked from um, some sort of balance in your life. And there is the King of Wands, who is the counterpart to the Queen of Wands. And at the bottom of the deck is the Ace of Pentacles. Like, yes, right? Yes, yes, yes. Right? That Ace of Pentacles is that opportunity, that new beginning. And I did feel that energy coming through, but I can very clearly see there was an energy that was trying to block, stop, slow something down. Almost like I get the visual of, like this could have been a very transformative time in your life where you've redirected your priorities, right? Maybe you were stuck for a very long time thinking things of the physical realm were the most important things in the world, right? Like the money, the resources, the things you own, that sort of thing. But it does give me the vibe of somebody changing that, like something is shifting and changing when it comes to that. I feel they're recognizing more of the balance, or having to find that balance between that physical realm. Look, I'm shuffling, and look what flipped out. It's not in reverse. It's just the way it flipped. There's that Ace of Pentacles. I feel like somebody has gone through quite the transformation, and here is the victory near at hand. This is overcoming a lot of obstacles, challenges, drama. This is being a victor in a situation. This is rising above all of that. You see this energy with the power in their hand, right? And I feel like something was blocking somebody. It could, again, have been just the perception of what's valuable, right? Like it gives me the feeling of recognizing that these aren't things of value, right? It's like being of the world instead of in the world. And I feel there's a shift. There's a balancing of the physical with the spiritual and knowing what is truly valuable and what is not. And I do get the feeling of something very materialistic that is being recognized as not holding value. It may look good, it may sound good. People may look at it like it's something special, but on a spiritual realm, on a soul based level, somebody recognizes this isn't it, right? They're recognizing it's not it. Next card that shows up is the Page of Pentacles to the Strength card, Leo energy showing up again with the Five of Swords in reverse. So I love to see this card in reverse because it tells me there has been a significant, or there is a significant shift when it comes to the mindset from the information one is taking in, processing, about, looking at as truth, as fact, like they're seeing something differently. With this Page of Pentacles right there, I do feel like this is the offer, the opportunity of a fresh new start and a new beginning. There does clearly look like someone has to have the strength, courage, and confidence to weather a storm. And I feel like the storm is associated with whatever has been trying to block this movement forward, this ascension, this heading into a new journey or a new part of your path and cycle in this lifetime. So let's grab some clarifying cards. Let's see what other energies want to show up for the sign of Gemini. What other messages do we have for the sign of Gemini? I feel like a lot want to pop out. I'm going to take the first two that did show up. We see a Four of Cups right here. We see the Empress right here. We see the Justice card right here. We originally started this entire reading with the scales of justice being balanced out. It does feel like to me there has been an injustice in the past, and I feel like it was something that was blocking someone through from manifesting an entirely new world. I'm feeling drawn to the two fish. So this could have been in regards to a connection, a relationship, something like that. I see the card of rejection is almost showing like somebody's looking back at this Ace of Cups, right? And it's interesting to see this person because it's like this person is sitting in the center of a bright, shiny path, right? And almost like blocking the view, blocking the way, blocking the forward movement, that sort of thing. This Justice card, though, on the bottom is giving me an indication that there is divine intervention coming through that's going to be removing these blocks that have been holding someone back, preventing them from moving forward, sabotaging steps that they're taking in order to go through this transformation and co-creating with the universe an entirely new world. Next card that comes up is the Moon. So first I'm feeling with this specific Moon is that there's a discovery, of a lot of things that have been hidden, done in the dark, but I'm also feeling the Moon represents the sign of Cancer, which talks about the home, family, foundation, the place you feel safe, secured, nurtured, and loved. We see the Hermit card on the bottom. That's Virgo energy. We are in Virgo season. You see somebody going through an enlightenment. You can see the path being lit up for this Hermit who is moving forward and ascending. And I'm feeling with this Moon, somebody is really more tapped in to their spiritual side, their intuitive side, than they are into the physical side of life right now. It's kind of like they're seeing things, they're knowing what they know without knowing how they know it. They're trusting their intuition. They're moving accordingly with that. I feel like there's been a discovery, though, of something that has been an intentional, fork in the road, or not even so much a fork in the road, but it's almost like obstacles and challenges that have been put in front of somebody in order to block them from moving forward. This card popped right out, the Eight of Waters. I don't feel like this is the case anymore. I feel like there's divine intervention. I feel like the truth is going to be exposed about this toxic situation or a situation somebody has been bound to for some reason. I love to see the key in the center of this because I feel you are a key element in unlocking a more, like a better door, a higher vibrational door, right? And I kind of feel like something has been blocking, hiding, keeping you bound so that you didn't utilize that key, so you didn't use that key, so you didn't walk away from a situation. But I feel the divine intervention that's coming through is going to expose what that toxic situation that you have been bound to, knowingly or unknowingly, is being exposed, and therefore, with truth, with clarity, with transparency, you can make better informed choices and decisions as far as moving the energy forward. So let's grab a couple more cards and see what other energies want to show up. This is for the sign of Gemini. Let's see what other energies want to show up. We'll grab two more cards, and here's one. The Tower. That's a divine intervention. The Tower is coming through. There's that Leo energy again. There's that strength, courage, confidence. You can see in that first Leo energy, right? Somebody has really gone through, like you, it looked like a whirlwind of activity. It looked like one heck of a storm, right? They've weathered the storm. They've persevered through the challenges, and now things will be calming down. Like they've stood in their power. They have the strength, courage, and confidence, and they are moving forward with a fresh look at this. I love this. There's the star card here. Wow, wow. There's that. I felt that over here in the Empress energy, right, where there was the two fish. I felt like that was the Two of Cups energy. I feel like there is some fresh new start that is taking place as a result of all this. Again, that Tower feels very significant to me because I am feeling it as that divine intervention that comes through and wipes away all the lies, the deceptions, the betrayals, the things that have been blocking and holding somebody back. It's like exposed for everybody to see, and now look what shows up. The Two of Cups on the table. We have the Temperance Angel showing up as well with this. This is Sagittarius energy, so this is about um, peace, balance, harmony, higher learning, learning something. I'm also feeling, the ruling planet of Sagittarius is Jupiter, and that's sitting in Leo energy. This could have been something that really started activating or coming to the surface during Leo season, and now that it's Virgo season, right, you're going to be shifting that energy, grounding it into the physical realm, and I feel moving forward accordingly. So whatever that represents for you, let's see what other energies want to show up for you. Let's see what other energies. Let's grab one more. Wow. One more card, and look what showed up. The King of Pentacles. Let's see the bottom of the deck is the Magician. Yes. Like, I love this because it feels to me like now you are manifesting things that are solid, stable, that are going to stand the test of time, that have the potential for longevity associated with them. Now that you're rejecting, I feel like you're rejecting something that wasn't in alignment. It was just like something that I feel brought a lot of chaos, conflict, challenges, hardships into your life. Like I even feel somebody believing in situations that were just an illusion, right? Like what's underneath this? Wow, look at this. I'm not kidding. In the past, Six of Cups right there, there has been like some sort of deceptive energy that really ultimately ended up burdening somebody down, weighing somebody down with obstacles, challenges, responsibilities, and it just feels like it wasn't someone's cross to carry. And that's why there has been such a challenging part of a cycle for someone. It's almost like that's how the universe is delivering to you. This isn't your path, right? Because your path wouldn't be like this. And if people are intentionally sabotaging you, trying to keep you stuck, trapped, and bound for their own, um, I feel, greedy materialistic desires that they have, like that's not your problem, right? And maybe at some point you took that burden on. I don't feel like you're keeping that burden. I feel like you're releasing it. First card up from the universe has your back, says my energy creates my reality. What I focus on is what I will manifest. And I feel like somebody was focusing once upon a time. I don't feel like this is happening now, or I feel like this is what's falling apart and just, mantling, is It's almost like I having to knock themselves out and go out of their way to keep something together, a flow, whatever it was. It just gives me the feeling of somebody trying to like hold on to sand, right? And the sand's creeping through their, falling through their fingers, and they're trying to figure out why they're not manifesting, why things keep falling apart. And I feel like these are signs and synchronicities from the universe. I kind of feel somebody didn't pay mind to the warnings and things like that, because the tower says divine intervention, and it's like, okay, the universe will give you so much time, and we never know how much time that is before it says, okay, I'm coming in here to just tear this down. And I feel like that's exactly what's going through. So again, I kind of feel there's some pretty hostile situations or encounters that are associated with this, whatever this may be. But I feel like somebody is going to come through this transformation, and now they're more focused in recognizing what they want to focus on. I feel like it's the finer things in life. Not greedy and materialistic, but it's more that sense of peace, what brings balance, what is a harmonized living or flow of energy. I honor how I want to feel, and this is taking accountability for that, right? Taking accountability for the situations, the people, places, things that you're connected with that are really not bringing through or reciprocating to you higher vibrational frequencies. I feel like there is this aha, I see it now. Next card says, when I lean on the faith of the universe, peace becomes real. Yes, I did feel, is there two cards here? No? I did feel like there was an interruption or a disruption to someone's peace, the tranquility, the, ease of life, that sort of energy. Oneness is my true nature, and I feel not only are you in tune with who you are now, who you're becoming, but in alignment with the ebb and flow of the universe, with what is meant for you and what is not. And so it does feel like someone has gone through quite this powerful transformation, and now it's time to manifest this new beginning as a result of, they definitely have weathered a storm, or this storm is still at play or coming through with this lunar eclipse. I kind of feel something got activated during that Leo new moon total solar eclipse, where things became more clear. It was easier to see the truth. There was facts showing up out of nowhere, which was kind of like, I feel, dissolving an illusion that someone may have had. Energy flows where my intention goes, and I feel like somebody wants to align with the energy flow of happiness, of peace, of joy, of serenity. It just makes me feel like, it shouldn't be like this, and I'm worthy and deserving of so much more than this. But then there's also that part where you have to recognize why you tolerate and allow it, and what changes you can make to bring about a change for the future. I feel like the universe is helping you, even though it may feel like it's not. I feel like it's taking things, removing things that are just meant to be removed from your life. The next thing is, I choose love no matter what, and that is the highest vibrational frequency of all. That is the core from where all manifestations that stand the test of time come from. And the bottom of the deck says, my happiness is a direct reflection of my level of faith in the universe. And I feel very strongly that somebody is more aligned, believing in themselves, believing in their worth, knowing their worth, and what they are worthy and deserving of, and not settling for anything less. I hope this message serves you well. If it did, please leave me a comment and let me know. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It really does help. You can like this video as well. That's a very beautiful energetic exchange that is free. Doesn't cost you a thing to do. And if you'd like to buy me a coffee, my link is in the description box below. Other than that, I send you an abundance of peace, love, and light, and I'll see you back here next time.